Buonasera a tutti, dispiace perché io non parlo italiano abbastanza bene, ma farò il mio meglio. Molti di voi potrebbero guardare un avvocato di San Francisco e chiedersi cosa lo abbia portato nel profondo nord-est italiano, a Trieste, a presiedere una delle società storiche della Pallacanestro italiana. La risposta per me non risiede in una strategia di business solo o in un semplice calcolo di investimento, ma ha radici molto più profonde, personali per me. Il mio viaggio verso la Pallacanestro Trieste non è iniziato in una sala riunione, ma 10 anni fa, nella storia della mia famiglia. Mio nonno e anche mio padre e loro cari hanno lasciato la Istria durante l'esodo Giuliano Dalmato per cercare un futuro in America. La prima fermata era Trieste per la mia famiglia. La mia professione di avvocato mi ha poi formato a essere competitivo e non accontentarmi mai e cercare sempre l'eccellenza in ogni cosa faccio. Ho cercato di portare questa mentalità che potremmo definire americana. Non solo fare americana, ma un pensiero americana nella gestione del mio club. Una filosofia che si basa su una domanda semplice che rivolgo costantemente al mio staff. Abbiamo tutto quello che si serve per vincere, perché il mio primo obiettivo è vincere. Il mio secondo obiettivo è vincere e il mio terzo obiettivo è vincere. Ma se la risposta a questa domanda è sì, allora possiamo competere con chiunque. Se la risposta è no, allora ecco che il mio ruolo di proprietario e presidente entra in gioco per mettere la mia squadra nelle condizioni perfette per vincere. La mia visione per la pallacanestro va oltre il parquet. Il mio obiettivo è costruire un club che sia un modello di business sostenibile e innovativo. Non è virtuoso un percorso in cui un solo soggetto si fa carico di tutta la responsabilità economica. Dobbiamo operare in modo diverso, pensare in modo diverso e creare un enorme valore di immagine per qualcuno marchio voglio associare a noi. Okay, I'm going to speak in English so that way I can answer it so people actually can understand me, because they can probably understand me better in English than my broken Italian. There are a number of issues, I think, historical issues that have kind of arrested the development of the Italian league. You know, we need to think differently in our league. I think for many years, many in our league were a little bit stuck in the past. And if you want to grow and you want to expand, you have to find additional ways to generate revenue, but you have to think outside the box a little bit as well. There's a phrase to me that is just incomprehensible that I've heard amongst some clubs. And they'll say things like, well, we're hoping this year for a tranquil salvation. A tranquil salvation, like that's it. We just want to easily stay up in Serie A. To me, this is a concept that is crazy, because if you want to grow, if you want to put the best product on the floor for your fans, if we want to get the type of numbers that we aspire to get with LBA we need to try to strive for something higher. We need to try to create a bar and a standard that's higher for ourselves and higher for our league, because that's the only way we'll grow. And that's difficult at times, because you put yourself out there to the public. When I say, il mio primo obiettivo è vincere, if I don't win, then I have egg on my face a little bit. But you can't be afraid to lose. You have to try. And so I think that's the biggest thing that's arresting our product is kind of thinking in outdated modes. There's a reason that the MBA is going to invest on this content. There's a reason that obviously I have personal connections, which is what led me to choose Trieste specifically. But there are many entrepreneurs in the United States that see the quality, that see the foundations that underpin this basketball and say, this is something we should invest in. Broadcast rights play such a vitally important part, and we're not going to be able to change our revenue situation overnight with LBATV. But over the term of this contract that we have, this joint venture that we created with Delta 3, I really do think that it is going to be much more profitable for our league than what existed before. One, obviously it's creating additional enthusiasm, which generates more subscribers to LBATV. It has more people coming to the arena, so that's number one. Number two is the arenas themselves. So we have some arenas in Italy which are wonderful facilities. And there are many arenas in Italy that need some work. One of the reasons that Americans come to Italy is to look at the old buildings and say, this is amazing. Basketball arenas shouldn't be some of them. We shouldn't be saying, wow, this arena is that old, I can't believe it. We should leave that for the tourist sites. And with the arenas, we need to invest in our arenas, either A, build new arenas, and we're seeing that happen with Tortona, Cantu, Venezia. So there's a number of new arenas coming online. And there's a number of other projects that are refurbishment projects with some arenas. And why is that so important? Because, and this is the third element of generating more revenue, in the United States, you don't just go to a basketball game and just watch basketball. But here, that's what happens in a lot of arena. There's no other entertainment. There's no other services. In order to generate more revenue, it's not just I'm going to watch a basketball game. It's an event that you're going to, it's a destination that you're going to on a Saturday night or a Sunday night. I tell everyone in my organization, one of the first meetings I had, I said, okay, what type of business are we in? Someone raised their hand. I said, presidente, we're in the business of basketball. Yeah, wrong. That's the wrong answer. We are in the entertainment business. We are entertainers, and the medium that we have is basketball. And so what we need to do is have a total experience where you're going to the arena and you have to be there because it's so exciting to watch. And the feeling and emotion that you get there is something that can't be replicated somewhere else. It should also be a place where you go to say, gosh, not let's eat before we go, or we'll eat when we come home, or go out to a restaurant afterwards. You should have the type of venues there, the type of eateries where people want an experience to have un bicchiere di vino and have dinner and the like. So I think there's so many other additional revenues that can be generated from what we call in Pallacanestro Trieste the game day experience. That's what we're trying to elevate it. And I think that also the game day experience also means that you need a product out there that is worthy of people's attention and that's worthy of people's hard-earned discretionary dollars. People work hard for their money, and they're deciding, if I have this extra money, where am I going to put it? If we're asking them to put it in the revenue streams of our clubs, we have an obligation to make sure that it's a product that's really entertaining for our fans. And at my club, we're striving every day to do just that. And I think we're really making inroads in the league to try to have that same type of mentality.